as a child, my father was actually a rowing coach. So since I was a little boy and I was old enough to get into a speedboat, I was able to sit in the speedboat and be involved with rowing. And obviously from that through to being a coxswain as a young kid, schoolboy rower, some club rowing, and then on to club school coaching. So the men's four we were looking after in the preparation, or up through the 2012 London Olympic Games. Trying to encapsulate that in a few minutes is a pretty significant task. But I suppose the first thing is to say it's an enjoyable event. You know, we certainly set out with an objective in mind of actually winning a gold medal. We fell short by one spot and finished up with a silver medal, but there's no doubt that the whole thing was an enjoyable experience, and certainly not soured by any means by the result not quite being the way we wanted it to be. We put in place a plan of what we were doing with that crew. We delivered on most of that, and unfortunately the last little bit just fell that little bit short. Working with that four, we actually tried some things this year about trying to up the ante a little bit to make sure that we could get our best performance. We had some good performances in World Cup regattas. Our first hit out at Lucerne, we just fell short, just got rowed over at the end. Then at Munich to go out there and to beat the ultimate gold medalists in the semi-final and the final at Munich was, I suppose, a bit of an endorsement that we were on track with, what we needed to do. So, great experience, great performance really by the crew, and just really pleasing to see the tight-knit bond within that crew as well. Obviously, the previous two Olympics I've been working with a pair. This time around it was a four, so obviously more bodies to work with, more challenges about bringing all those heads onto the one page. So that's possibly potentially the biggest one, but the other side of it is that there was a bit of chemistry within that boat, as there was with the pairs in 2004 and 2008. So the challenges are no different in one sense. There's challenges every time in bringing a crew together, and the positives is that you got to enjoy it with more people. So the pairs, it was three of you, and this time around it's five of you who are actually enjoying that whole preparation, the experience that you've been through. Well, certainly we had some pretty lofty goals as to what we're going to achieve in London. It had been put out there to win 3 gold medals. That's a big ask. However, we saw two nations who did manage to achieve that this time round. So we're seeing over 50% or 50% of your gold medals being won by two nations. So it is possible to go out there and win multiple medals. We want to make sure that we actually do go to Rio with a very clear picture of what our capability is around winning gold medals. And that's part of what we're building now, is putting in place the plans to ensure that we can go there and deliver gold medals. So obviously we've got the World Cup in March next year, and in 2014 in Sydney. So a great opportunity for us there really to expose some athletes to international competition, but also to our broader rowing community to come along and participate in what is a huge event. Personally, I think it will be a defining moment for our national championships and our national calendar. I think that what we'll see off the back of these two World Cup events in the next 2 years, we will see, yes, a change to how we actually do deliver our national championships on an ongoing basis. My hope certainly is that we can go beyond 2013, 2014 and be able to maintain a World Cup in the Southern Hemisphere in Australia. If we can do that, that provides us with a huge opportunity in gaining more international race experience for more of our athletes at a significantly lesser cost. So it is certainly about trying to make sure that our money goes further, and these two events provide us with that opportunity to get that exposure without having to really shell out as much as we do when we are travelling to Europe for the majority of our competition. I'd say keep exploring. If it doesn't work, try something else. If it doesn't work, try something else, and keep trying, exploring and looking for new ways, new ideas until you eventually start to refine that package of what you are as a rower, and what helps you make boats go fast.